Welcome to MRL. In this learning session, we'll learn about cube roots. Cube roots is an important topic for learning in a chapter known as Squares and Cubes of Ganita Prakash, grade 8th textbook, NCERT CBSE textbook. And now let us understand as to what are cube roots. Now we know that the cube of 4 is 64, the cube of 5 is 125. When I take the cube of 4, I get 64. When I take the cube of 5, I get 125. But now how do I get 4 back? Or how do I get 5 back from 125 or get 4 back from 64? Now to get 4 back from 64, I have to find out the cube root of 64. Then I will get 4. Same way, if I want to get 5 back from 125, I have to find out the cube root of 1. So when I take a cube of 4, I get 64. When I take the cube root of 64, I get back 4. So that means cube root is a reverse operation of finding the cube of a number. So please remember that. Now there are different methods of finding cube root. The important methods are the factors method, the subtraction method, and the units and tens digit method. Now let us learn these methods one by one with examples. For example, if you want to find the cube root of 216, now first thing is find the prime factors of 216. We have found the prime factors here. We have got the prime factors 2, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 3, and write the prime factors under the cube root as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 and group them into groups of 3 factors. So I have got 2 groups of 3 factors here. I have got a group of 2 and a group of 3 factors. Now pick one factor from each and take a product of that, and that is 6. So therefore cube root of 216 is 6. A very simple method. Please learn that. Now if you want to find the cube root of minus 17576, please check here, there is a negative sign. Whenever there is a negative sign, take that negative sign outside, because minus of a whole to cube, we can take minus outside and write a cube, and that's exactly what I have done here. I have taken the minus sign outside and have written the cube root of 17576, because the cube of minus is minus and cube root of minus has to be minus. Okay, remember that. Now find the factors of 17576, and I have found out the factors here. There is a triple of 2 and triple of 13. So take from one triple of 2 1 2, and one triple of 13 take 113, and 2 into 13 becomes 26 with a negative sign. So therefore cube root of minus 17576 is minus 26, and this is very clear that the cube root of a negative number is always a negative number. That is, cube root of minus a cube is minus a. Please remember that. Now coming to the subtraction method. And this is a method which is based on the understanding that the sum of what you call odd numbers starting from 1 will give us cube numbers, which we already learnt in when we were studying about cubes. Now what we have to subtract is very important. Now the first number to be subtracted, for example, if I want to find cube root of 64 by subtraction method, from 64 I have to subtract the first odd number, that is 1 first, and that is 63. The second odd number is 7, that is, then I get 56. From 63 minus 7, 56. From 56 I have to subtract 19, and then I get 37. From 37 I have to subtract 37, I get the remainder as 0. I have gone 4 steps down, and therefore cube root of 64 is 4. See, what has to be subtracted? These odd numbers, we should know how to find these odd numbers, because there is no proper order, there is no sequence, there is no relation between them. So now to find that, we have to use the formula n minus 1 into 3 plus 1. So when n is 1, please understand, when n is 1, then the formula is 1 minus 1 is 0, therefore the answer is 1. So the first odd number is 1. When n is 2, because the second stage n is 2, then put n is equal to 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7. Now when n is 3, then 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. And 6 into 3 is 18 plus 1 is 19, so 19. Then when n is 4, then 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 into 3 is 9, 9 for the 36 plus 1 is 37, and therefore that is 37. So the important thing is this, use this formula to find out the odd numbers to be subtracted to get the cube root of a given number, and the number of steps you go down and they get the difference as 0, and therefore the cube root of 64 will be 4 there. Now let us take one more example. Now supposing you want to find out cube root of 512. Now I have to start subtracting from 512 the odd numbers. The first odd number already we know it is 1, second odd number is 7, third odd number is 19, fourth odd number is 37. So I got 448 here. Now the fifth odd number I have to go. So fifth odd number can be put by putting n is equal to 5 in that formula, and I got 61 here, subtract 61, and the sixth odd number I got 91, subtract 91, the seventh odd number 127, subtract 127, and eighth odd number is 169, subtract 169, the difference becomes 0. I have gone 8 steps down, and therefore cube root of 512 is 100% 8, and it is the correct answer. So that is how we can use the subtraction method for finding out the cube root of any given number. Now this third method is the units and tens digit method. Now this method is a method used for estimation. Now for that we have to know one chart. This is a chart here. Now supposing the unit digit of any number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then the unit digit of the cube of that will be 0. If it is 0, it is 0. If it is 1, it is 1. If it is 2, it is 8. If it is 3, it is 7. If it is 4, it is 4. If it is 5, it is 5. 6 is 6. 7 is 3. 8 is 2, and 9 9. Now only the difference what you find here is when it is 2, it is 8. When it is 3, it is 7. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 and 8. 3 plus 7 is 10, 3 and 7. 7 plus 3 is 10, 7 and 3. 8 and 2, 10, and 8 and 2. So this chart is to be remembered to apply to find out the cube root in units and tens digit method. Now let us understand the method. Let us say you want to find the cube root of 512. Now first and the foremost thing is there are 3 digits here. First group those 3 digits as one, make it as one group first. Because in finding the cube root, you have to take a triple, therefore group 512 as one group, make it one group. The digit in the units place is 2, so go to 2. The digit in the units place is 2, therefore the digit in the cube root has to be 8. It has to be 8, there is no doubt about that, it has to be 8. So the digit in the place of 512 is 2, so the digit in the units place of cube root has to be 8, definitely 8 it has to be. Now strike the 3 digits from left, you strike it. Therefore, there are no digits left, and therefore cube root of 512 is 8. A very simple example. Let us take one more example. Now let us say you want to find cube root of 117649. Now what is the digit in the units place? 9. Go to 9. 9 means it has to be 9 only. The digit in the units place of the cube root is 9. That is one thing is clear. So strike the 3 digits. Now take the next 3 digits, 117. Now if you take 117, let us find out 117 lies between two perfect cubes, that is 4 cube and 5 cube. Now 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, and that means 125 is greater than 117 and 117 is greater than 64. Therefore we can possibly that 4 is the digit in the tens place. That is what you have to understand, and therefore the digit in the tens place is 4, the digit in the units place is 9, and therefore the cube root of 117649 is 49. So please remember that. That is the method. So try to remember, practice this with a few more examples, and then you will understand it. But remember this chart, okay? The unit digits of it is not cube, it is cube root here. So please remember that, okay? Now coming to the next point, that is cube root of product of numbers. Now here we are given numbers, they are products, and we want to find the cube root of that. Now one method is multiply them and then find the cube root, but that will be a lengthy procedure. So what I have done here is I have taken these 2 zeros and this 1 zero, that becomes 1000. Now 23 as it is I have written here because it is 23 into 100. So I have taken 110 here and it will become 1000. Now 529 is left. 529 is square of 23. So I have got 23 into 23 here. That means I have got 3 23s here and I have got 3 tens here because 1000 is 3 tens. So when I get 3 23s and 3 tens, that means it is a triple of 23. It is a triple of 10. So take one of those triples, that is 123 and 110 from each of those triples and multiply, you get 230, and remember minus sign, just keep minus sign as it is. So answer is minus 230. So that is how we find out the cube roots of products of numbers, and don't forget to use the laws of radicals here. So root a into root b becomes root a into root b, and that can be applied here also. Now cube root of rational numbers. The rational numbers means there will be numerator and denominator, and we want to find the cube root of this. First of all, you see minus sign is there, so take minus sign outside, so it will be cube root of 2197 by 4096. Now find the factors of 2197. Once you find the factors of 2197, you get 13, 13 and 13, and find the factors of 4096, and the factors are so many of them. We have got triple, 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 and that means we have got 4 triples of 2. So now very simple, take one 13 from 1 triple there in the numerator, and take 1 2 from first triple, 1 2 from second triple, 1 2 from third triple, 1 2 from fourth triple, and multiply, you get 16. Therefore the answer is minus 13 by 16, and that is the procedure. A very simple method, so you have to understand. Rather it's like finding the cube root of the numerator and the denominator separately and writing them. Now the cube root of decimal. Now cube root of decimal is again very simple. So first of all, it is 3.375. We have to find the cube root of this. Now convert this into a fraction. It will become 3375 divided by 1000. Now find the factors of 3375. So I have found out here there is a triple of 3 and a triple of 5, and 1000 is definitely a triple of 10. Therefore take 1 from the triple of 3, 1 from triple of 5, 3 into 5, that is 15, and 1 from triple of 10, that is 10. So 15 by 10 is 1.5. So that is the method. Otherwise, directly find out the cube root of 3375 and count the number of decimal points. There are 3 decimal points. The decimal point is after 3 places. Put here after 1 place. That would be the answer. So this is the method of finding out the cube roots of numbers, and that is what is there for your study as one of the chapters in the Ganita Prakash grade 8 textbook for CBSE syllabus. Please learn them, understand them, practice them, note down these examples in a book, and so that that will be a reference for you. Okay, thank you.